So as we start to get into Saints week, we're going to start here with the Wednesday practice report for both of these teams. And starting here with the Indianapolis Colts practice report, Juju Brents is on the top with a quad injury. Did not practice today, probably will not at all this week and probably won't play. Nate Atkins reported earlier today that the Colts will be without Juju Brents this Sunday against the Saints per source. And according to Dustin Adams, his absence could end up lasting a few weeks. So we're going to have some adjustments to make in the secondary. Going to have to see what we can do without Juju. Is it going to be DJ Baker? Are they going to let Amir Speed play? I'm going to look more into him, see what he's about. I honestly never heard his name before he came to the Colts. So I'll see what's going on with him. I've seen people mention about him getting a chance to play. And we've talked about on this channel, you don't want Troy Brown playing either. So not really sure exactly what we should do at this point. Nick Cross is something that's come up. And it's also been said that Kenny Moore is going to stay on the inside. They're not going to put Nick Cross on the outside. Nick Cross, if he's playing, is going to be in the slot. So it'll be interesting to see what we do. Going to have a video tomorrow with some stuff that I've been thinking about, some things that we might be able to do for that corner position. So make sure you subscribe with notifications on so you get notified when that video does drop tomorrow morning. But for right now, again, Juju Brents not practicing this week, not going to be playing this week. Could be a multi-week absence. Probably going to be a multi-week absence here for Juju. And then when you look at Kylan Granson's still in the concussion protocol right now. He did not practice today. And if he has any chance of playing this Sunday, he's going to have to practice each of the next 2 days. Right, he can be a limited participant on Thursday, but then he has to have a full practice on Friday, and he has to get cleared before Sunday to be able to play. We'll see what happens with that. Then we have defensive tackle Eric Johnson, who got hurt in the game against the Browns. So he ended up not practicing today. That ankle injury might be keeping him out. We'll see what happens with that. As expected, because of the Eric Johnson injury, Tommy Ade probably going to be getting a lot more reps in the upcoming games. Taven Bryan, obviously, right now filling in for Grover Stewart. Eric Johnson was behind him. If he doesn't play, Tommy Ade will be getting a lot more reps. And as we keep moving on here, tackle Braden Smith still on the injury report, still not practicing with the hip and wrist. Hopefully he's able to come back. I do think the Saints, this is more of a manageable game for the offensive line, especially compared to what they've played so far. We've had to go against a lot of really good edge rushers so far this season. And coming up in this next game, like Cam Jordan is really good, but Cam Jordan isn't what we've played, right? He's not so much of a speed rusher, especially at this point in his career. So I think we'll be fine against the Saints defensive line this week if Braden Smith does have to miss the game, but sure would be nice to finally get him back in the lineup. Then the last person here on the Colts injury report is Zack Moss, showing up on the injury report. Did not practice today with the elbow heel injury. So, a couple things going on. Not really surprising the way he's had to kind of, carry things on his back while JT wasn't playing, while JT's being ramped up. But looks like, hopefully this is just a rest day. He finished the game on Sunday, so I'm assuming this is just a rest day. He should be fine. So expect him to be able to practice the rest of the week, but we will be monitoring that one. If he doesn't play, Trey Sermon, if you don't remember, he hasn't played in a couple weeks, but Trey Sermon is the third running back right now. And again, we'll be keeping an eye on the Zack Moss situation throughout the week. Okay, but then you go and look at the Saints, and they have actually quite a few people here on their injury report. First person here is backup running back Kendre Miller, the rookie running back for the Saints. He was a full participant in practice with his shoulder injury, probably going to be good to go. Taysom Hill shows up on the injury report with the chest injury. He was a limited participant. Marcus May shows up with a hamstring injury. Jimmy Graham was a limited participant with rest. Marcus May also a limited participant with the hamstring. Tyrann Mathieu, another limited participant with a foot injury. Demario Davis, the linebacker, one of the best linebackers in the league, limited participant with a knee injury. Ryan Ramczyk has a concussion. He was a limited participant in practice. If he is able to continue logging practices and gets taken off, he's going to be big for them. He's easily their best offensive lineman. If he's not there, that'd be a big deal. But with him practicing early in the week, I suspect he'll probably be off of the concussion protocol. But they also had another tackle on here as a limited participant, Landon Young with a hip injury. Another safety on here, JT Gray with a hamstring. He was a limited participant. Tight end Jawan Johnson was a limited participant with a calf injury. Then you have running back Alvin Kamara did not practice because of an illness, and guard tackle James Hurst did not practice because of an ankle injury. So they have a lot of guys on here, but a lot of guys that I assume are probably going to practice. They're one of the older teams in the league, a lot of veterans. So a lot of guys, limited participant, take it easy early in the week is what I assume this is. And obviously Alvin Kamara with the illness, we'll see what happens with the illness. That could carry into the weekend, but at this point on Wednesday, I would expect him to be fine by the time Sunday comes around, especially being able to have access to some of the best, medical care in the world. So that's what we're looking at right now in terms of injuries for both teams. And tomorrow, because of my day job, I won't be able to have the injury report for you tomorrow evening, but I will have that for you Friday morning. And then Friday evening, we'll have that injury report. And that'll be part of the pregame video on Friday evening. And as I mentioned earlier, tomorrow morning, going to have a video going over some things that I've been thinking about. This cornerback situation is definitely something I've put a lot of thought into and is part of the motivation to do the video for the morning. But I'm interested to see what people think of what I have to say. So go ahead, make sure you're subscribed. Please have notifications on so you get notified when the videos do come out over the next few days. And hey, if you're somebody that's been by the channel and you enjoy the content, go ahead, share with your people, right? People that enjoy the Colts, see what they think about it. We're really still in the beginning of building this community, and we have a lot of good people in this community. So I trust that, a lot of the good people in this community can bring more good people into the community. And the bigger the community gets, the better things get for all sides, right? On my end, the community continues to build, the channel builds, and I love doing this. I like talking about the Colts, and I get to talk to a lot of people in the comment section about the Colts. And from your guys' end, the more people that join the community, the more I'll be able to do for and with the community over time, which honestly is a pretty big goal of mine. I'm, doing things for other people gives me a bit of a dopamine rush. So ultimately, that's my end goal. I want to build this thing to obviously continue to have fun and talk about the Colts. You know what I mean? But end of the day, I want to be in a position in life where I can help other people and do things for other people. So again, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you stopping by the channel. Come have a conversation about the Colts. And with that said, as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.